Hi all, welcome back. I am making a painting of a mystical forest in this session. So first we start off with black mixed media paper, and I'm taping it onto the drawing board using a masking tape. This is because it prevents the paper from moving here and there if we apply masking tape. And I'm using oil pastels to make this drawing. So let's get started. After taping the masking tape, then we will start the painting. I tape on all edges so that way the paper is intact. So about 3/4 of the way, I'm using a paper of about 8 inches by 10 inches. So we are going to draw a line with white oil pastels about 3/4 of the way down, and applying white oil pastels as a background layer. I'm using a small piece of white oil pastels that was left from my previous drawing, and I don't like to waste things, so that's why I'm using this small piece. And then applying light blue color, almost like a sky blue oil pastel on top of the white. You could also do this in a white mixed media paper, but this time I used black just to see how it looks. And I am using a small ball of tissue paper. I rolled it and lightly blending the white and the blue pastels. Make sure to blend it very lightly, because otherwise the whole colors will come off into the paper and it won't look good. So apply very gentle pressure to blend both colors. Again applying another layer of sky blue. Actually, you could apply any shades of blue. If you don't have sky blue, even any other blues are fine, because when you look at the real sky, the sky is in different colors all the time, not necessarily like light blue. So you can work with whatever supplies that you have on hand, even if you don't have the exact colors that I am using. So this, I'm using a light olive green on the base just to create a foggy look, and also applying dark olive green. Here I'm creating a light shade towards your left and darker shade towards your light, and again blending with a piece of tissue paper. Just to create a blended look, showing the distant trees in the woods. That's what we are doing now. If you look at a distant tree, it almost looks like it's blending with the sky. So that's what we are doing. And again applying some white oil pastels on the sky. Sometimes I use fingers to blend, and sometimes I use tissue paper. You could use either, whichever you are comfortable. So keep on blending until it gets to somewhat smooth texture. And now we are going to work on the bottom side, that is the a path where the leaves fall down. That's the ground part we are doing now, and for that I'm using light burnt umber, light brown, or that kind of color I'm using. Even though it looks reddish, it's a really light brown color. Also called burnt sienna, not burnt umber, sorry. It's burnt sienna that I'm using, this color. And I'm blending with a roll of tissue paper. Applying some distant leaves with a light olive green. That is, this part is where the ground is meeting with the trees. Anytime when you draw distant objects, you make sure to blend it smoothly, because when you see from a distance, there won't be any textures usually. Only the closer part will do textures. And using dark brown or burnt umber, I'm creating some darker shades showing the shadow areas. Keep on blending the darker shades. And now I'm adding some textures using burnt sienna, textures of leaves. When you apply texture, make sure to add little pressure on using the oil pastels. See, I'm using light orange to create pressure. This is very light orange that I'm using to show the leaves falling from the trees. And make sure to apply random strokes, not like exact shape of leaves, but just press the oil pastels with pressure, so it creates a illusion of leaves falling from the trees. Just mix and match different shades of orange, burnt sienna, and some areas dark orange. Just mix and match different colors of leaves, because we are doing a fall scenery, so fall leaves will be all mixed in different shades. And now I'm using some black to create shadow areas, and also some brown, burnt umber, dark brown or burnt umber I'm putting on top of black for the shadow areas. Now let's draw some red color leaves. I'm using bright, almost like maroon shade of red, and applying leaves with pressure. Like with gentle pressure I apply. so it gives a nice texture. Also applying some oranges, lights and darks. This is the very pale orange that I'm using, very light orange color, with gentle pressure applying. Just lay down these colors randomly here and there. Actually, when you apply pressure, you can see the black underneath, the black paper showing underneath. That is okay. I think we can color that portion later. I'm using black paper because that shows a different effect when we make the painting. So that's why I want to try it out. And now applying some light olive green leaves and some dark olive green also. Just mix lights and darks of all the shades, light olive green, dark olive green, light orange, dark orange. And now applying burnt umber or dark brown for the shadow areas and blending with fingers. And some black also to create the dark shadows. So by mixing burnt umber as well as the black, it creates a nice effect. And now adding some leaves using light olive green, with applying with little pressure. If you twist the oil pastels little and apply it, you get the nice texture. And again using dark olive green for some leaves. Light green. And I used colored pencils to make the branches. And here dark brown again for the main branch of the tree. And if you like thin branches, I normally use colored pencils. So I used dark brown colored pencils for the tiny skinny branches. Also for distant trees, I use light shades of green or brown to make distant trees. You could use any color pencils that you have, any brand. And now I'm using black colored pencil for some branches. trees in distance are drawn with thin strokes, thin and light strokes using colored pencils. And the nearer trees are drawn with oil pastels with some textures. So I used black oil pastels to draw some closer trees. It's already looking beautiful, but by the time we finish it, it will be even more beautiful. So please stick around until I complete this painting. So for the rest of the painting, I'm just going to stop talking and I'll let you watch. Basically, I'm using different shades of greens to fill out all the leaves on the trees. So please keep watching and I hope you enjoy my tutorial.